Okay. It seems like people want Spanish Jacob for today, so I guess I'll do the stream in Spanish then. All right. Bienvenidos, damas y caballeros, y bienvenidos a otro episodio de... Pues sí, tal y como dijo alguien en el chat, los labios han vuelto. Y nosotros también hemos vuelto a los inicios, vuelta a los orígenes, a la vida de trip hop y trap hop. I'm just kidding. I'm not going to do the whole stream in Spanish. It's not April Fool's. So, I had to. You guys set me up for that in chat. Anyone who's watching the VOD right now, someone said, "Oh, we got Spanish Jacob," because I said C to letting KW in here. So it's like, okay, I'm just gonna roll with it. But yeah, no, I'm not gonna make people sit through another one of those the whole time. I don't think Bomb was even on subscribed to the channel, even have met me when that actually happened. Pretends to know Spanish. yeah. Don't worry. It's all fine. Todo bien, todo correcto. Y yo que me alegro. No one's gonna get that. That's an out of play reference. Okay. Also, it seems that Emily is doing some French again. Pretty sure that this says, I don't like the drawing. Okay, fair enough. It's like 2 spelling mistakes in that, I think. I love Gacha reviews. Says, okay, all right. You know what? Fair enough. I won't be too harsh on you this time. It's also apparently 16 days until Josh's birthday. Oh, and Fredboy's here as well. Yeah, Fredboy's been like really active. Been talking to me a lot past few days. So yeah, fair enough. Welcome back to the stream. Bienvenido. Panics in Canadian. Hey, I mean, hey, if depending on which part of Canada you're from, but to have a French conversation with Emily, you never know. Into lurking, I go, oh, come on, it's fine. It's fine. All right, time to let KW win. The whole reason I started this whole Spanish thing was because I said C to KW. So, all right. Entra KW. Bienvenida al stream.
KW this.
Se me había olvidado que hablas japonés. Es incluso mejor de lo que me esperaba. I said I forgot you speak Japanese. That's even better than I imagined.
Hi.
Are you saying hi in English or yes in Japanese?
Yes, in
Japanese. It's like when someone is like, ah yes, now grab the pan. But wait, did I mean the pan in English or the bread in Spanish? That was, I think, it was from a Smosh Try Not to Laugh. Yeah, we are a very multilingual stream today, apparently.
Yes.
I didn't know that was going to be a theme.
Like a little bit. I need to get back into a bit more study to make sure I don't mess anything up. But yes, I do speak Japanese.
just have to concentrate every single word. It's just. I'm pretty sure there's a ProZD sketch that is like that. Where it's just like, oh yeah, so yeah, the weather is so nice there, isn't it? Weather. Good. Shoot me in the face. Shoot me in the face? What's that? Gun! Face! Anyway, that's one of my favorite ones that he's done. Okay, alright, enough chat about other stuff. You know, I did actually say at one point, you know, I was trying to do when I was working on Techno Pops. Actually, the one thing that I think the Pops franchise, I guess you could sort of say, or the fan franchise at this point, the franchise is missing, is making the cast multinational. Because if you think about it, Majesty hails from a different planet, right? So it's and the bunglers are supposed to be, they can teleport to anywhere in the world at will. So actually having So actually having a base operations from like one location, that's fine, but she's already in Super Pops, the actual official series. The students actually just get moved around by Majesty. In the first episode, it's like, ah yes, hello, Chloe. No, Chloe was who was it? I forgot. Jeez, I forgot a name now. Anyways, the the new one was like, ah yes, okay, so you're going to be a super pop. It's your destiny. Here is an acceptance letter to Bigwood High Academy.
Gotta
It's like, yeah,
deal with destiny.
yeah, a deal with destiny that pops out of nowhere and makes you uproot your entire life and go to a different school. I'd say it's even worse deal with destiny than the actual song Deal with Destiny. Yeah, so basically that's what happens. But you know, I'm pretty sure they were, at least from what I know, they were all American. So like, I mean, if you're gonna like bring them all together anyway, just go from different parts of the world or something. That could be interesting. And then also expand the series to like the rest of Earth, because they eventually go to Avalonia itself. Anyway,
Oh, so much fixing your mic. Either it sounds worse, it sounds like you're outside or too close to the mic. Does it?
I mean, there is a little bit of like there's a little bit of popping that I can hear on your end.
Oh
So
no.
maybe you are slightly close. That's just kind of the thing where you get like like when you say plosives or something, you get like the pa 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 da 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 ba 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 like that.
Okay, is
It's
this
whenever that
better?
happens.
Is this better?
It sounds better, yeah.
Alright.
And yes, we know you'll be yelling about the designs the whole time. We have, to be fair, covered the designs in the previous streams. We're talking about Tree Pop and Trust Pop, which you can check out right now on the channel. But yeah, no, you
Oh
actually,
god.
yeah, like every time we always like, talk about like the horrors that are being beheld. And yet, for some reason, in my community tab, the creator of this series still wants me to review this. So why not? Let's see. Let's They changed, right? Well, yes and no. I think the design stayed relatively the same, because what happened was the original Tree Pop and Trust Pop series was just deleted, straight up deleted from YouTube, and the playlist this link was replaced with the new episodes. So it's like they never existed to begin with. So, which again is another situation where I find myself in frequently on Gacha Review, where the only living record of certain videos that have been reviewed is on this channel and part of Gacha Review. Just
Yeah,
keeps happening.
I think this series is a Gacha Club Bond, just letting you know.
Oh,
Since yes.
yeah, so just in case, because he's getting ready to complain about the noses. Yeah, fair enough. Right. Well, I guess no use no use dilly-dallying anymore. Let's see. The remakes, of course, I think did stay with the same course, but then again, they've actually gotten a bit more structure, not as far as designs go, but as far as the actual series, because beforehand we had multiple parts of different episodes. Today we just
Oh
have the
dear
two
lord.
videos, episodes 4 and 5, simply. And this one is Missin' Ruby Slippers. There's no apostrophe at missing, so that might be an actual typo, or it could be like the accent, like, we're missing the ruby slippers, Toto, or something like that. I don't know. Unfortunately, there seems to be a spoiler in the comments where it says who stole ruby slippers. Comment down below who took them. So I
Uh,
guess it's gonna be. I guess they're not gonna end up in Dorothy's hands for too long. Oh wait, I forgot. Didn't Tree Pop and Trust Pop they became Dorothy and Toto upon entering the
yeah.
land of Oz? I just remembered that. Okay, okay.
And the evil cat person is supposed to be the Wicked Witch of the West.
Uh, well, I guess there's not many options. To be fair, there's not many options as to who stole Ruby Slippers, because there's only like 3 characters that ever appear on screen. So I'm guessing we're going to be introduced to a few more. I mean, but this is the story of the Wizard of Oz, after all. You've got to at least have a Scarecrow and Tin Man and Cowardly Lion somewhere, or equivalent. I would hope. I mean, forget lions and tigers and bears, but if possible, but at least those main 3.
Right.
Confuse
Toto is.
confuse. Yes, so this is just so yeah. I think this was Izzy Pop that transformed into Toto upon entering the land of Oz. Depressed. Okay, We haven't even pressed play on the video yet. Let's do this. Without further ado, on with the review. Okay, I'm not playing it.
What?
Let's what? Like, okay. So here's my first thing to say is that when you do like a hyphenated thing, it implies that you've been interrupted in writing. So if that is the case, what you don't want to do is have the character close their mouth, stop talking for a solid second before fading from existence.
Right there.
Okay.
Oh.
Also, I know I'm going to regret asking this. I know I'm going to have instant regret saying this, but what does a depressed animatronic sound like?
Let's see here.
Does
How
it
do
sound like
I?
does it sound like rusted gears or something?
To be honest, I do not know what depressed animatronic noises are.
Existence is pain.
Maybe maybe I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I guess.
Ooga booga. Is that what a depressed animatronic is? Ooga booga. Ooga booga. I can't cry, so this is how I do it. Ooga booga.
Maybe well, I mean, Merrick technically can't cry since
Of
technically she is
course.
a human animatronic. So I guess it sounds like a person crying, but sounds more robotic.
Hey, look,
Gunky?
apparently in FNAF you have animatronics with a working circulatory system and blood vessels. So why wouldn't they have tear ducts? Who cares at this point? Also, I guess that was just the end of the Oz part, which I feel like you
Oh
could
god,
have
they're
done last
using the moving
episode.
lips. They're using moving lips this time. What?
Yeah. It was a dream, Mila. We're home, and you were there, and you were there. Oh wait, it's just one person. You were there.
And we're back to Polly Pocket. I'm sorry.
It's true. It's true.
How can you not look at them and say they're Polly Pocket? Like, oh my god, you just see the similarities.
Okay. I'm gonna say, but will we come back? I don't know. You didn't have to leave right then and there. You just like, why not leave last episode? Why did you wait until now? I don't get it. I don't. Oh, okay. This is how depressed track sounds. Okay. File not found. I am incapable of locating a stop crying track, so I will awkwardly stand here and attempt to be sad. Wah, wah, wah. I'll buy you all the Dr. Pepper ice cream. Oh, good grief. Do I still have that image?
Please tell me you do. Please.
I do. It's right here. There we go.
Let's go. I actually just recently finished my Dr. Pepper ice cream, so please give me more. I need more. It's so good.
Give me more.
God, no.
Right.
No.
They remind me of lollipops, these characters. It's like, I guess that works too.
Lollipop.
Ba-doo-doo-doo. Sure we can, but where are my ruby slippers? You haven't even looked down at your feet yet. Like, do that first before you check. What is that? What are you doing? Is that how you're trying to look down? Okay, here's an idea. You're using Gacha Club. You don't have to simulate like eyes looking down like that, because guess what? You can move the head so it looks down.
Or
on the body page.
Or like use like move the pupils if they're black to make them look like you're looking down too. Like that's what some of my characters do. They either just like look down either with their head or with their pupils.
Now
To,
that is a good idea. I hadn't thought of that.
yeah, it's just like depends on their like mood.
Hmm.
So
Oh, there you
uh,
go. Apparently, I hadn't thought that, but Bond did. So there you go. Ah,
a
Bleach now. Okay,
Bankai! Okay,
look, I
sorry.
will. There we go. Okay, don't tell me you lost them.
Oh no
Is that? Oh, I thought you had like a mouth like opened like a little, like grin like with like the shark teeth,
What
but
is
no,
that?
no, that
What
is
is
one with like
that?
yellow lips. You know,
What?
I try to get one cursed image off the screen. I just end up with another one.
What is
Okay,
that?
okay. Treat Pop, I know you're gonna watch this video, so here's another bit of advice for you. You can change like you can if you want to have all of these characters have lip like wear lipstick. Like there's a different way of doing it that doesn't look so cartoonish and horrifying. The way to do it, again, take advantage of Gacha Club. The outlines on everything can be changed pretty much, including a character's mouth. So if you want to change the character's mouth and say like change like the outlines to, I don't know, yellow, pink, or purple, depending on which character it is, that will look like they're wearing lipstick, but they haven't like caked their entire face with it. You know what I mean?
To be honest, I don't know which one I should be scared. The real life animal doll or this?
I mean, I feel like this is another doll, but just from an off-brand set.
It just looks like a possessed. It looks like a possessed doll.
This is every lactose intolerant person's worst night.
Yes, there's a new horror movie coming out with this character called The Horrors of Lactose Intolerance. It's about people murdering people who are lactose intolerant with cheese.
Yeah,
Coming
they just
soon.
yeah, that they just they drink they drink milk, they don't wipe their mouths, and they go, "Give me a kiss," like that with like massive lips. There we go. Okay, we are expensive shoes. We are expensive shoes. That's what the sentence says. I think I can help, but we need to transform. Who are you? Oh, I think this is where we get a transformation sequence, everyone.
No, no.
Sunshine, lollipops, and rainbows. If it's wonderful. It's gonna brighten the lucky penny. Sunshine, daisies, butter, mellow. Take the character off screen that's wearing yellow.
Yes. Oh my no!
Oh, it's just the intro.
No!
Okay, fine.
I know the song! I know the
Oh.
song!
Oh, am I gonna get copyrighted?
Mr. Green, I just wanna be there. It's from Mako Mermaids.
Oh,
It's a
fair enough.
it's a
I watched
show.
I watched a little bit of that actually. I watched a little bit of the Spanish dub. Wasn't one of the ones that I saw on TV too often.
You do not know how much Mako Mermaids I watch. Like I was like such a huge fan of Mako Mermaids. I would watch it every single day and just oh god. I watched both the original and the Netflix remake, like the live action one on Netflix. Yeah, it's just
I'll tell you,
oh
I think I saw one time that I saw the dub one time in English, and and it was like I think my reaction when I saw it in English for the first time was, "Wow, I did not expect those accents." Because with Spanish dubs, you don't get you don't get accents. They don't like try to imitate the region that the series is like originally from. They just do the
isn't that
standard.
isn't
So
that the North Leo? Yes, that's where
I
it
mean,
comes from. Yes.
okay, yeah, pretty much. So yeah, I had the same thing happen to me with Lightning Point, which I watched
Cleo,
infinitely more of.
what concentration? Oh no.
Switch frames, chat going by. Okay, here's the thing. I try like I can try and switch frames if I want, but like every time that with this show, every time I switch frames, it gets worse. I don't know if I should do that.
I just wanna be in the sea.
Okay, yeah, I
Be
do reckon I
forever
recognize it now.
there.
Yeah, they have the same song in the Spanish one. Let's do CPR. That actually fits the meter.
Oh yeah, I want to fangirl about this song, but I can't because we're watching this monstrosity. How
Yeah,
can you ruin?
yeah, I'm also constantly pausing it because I don't want to get copyrighted.
Right.
Right. Yeah. Wowzers,
Well,
coolest transformation sequence ever. Yeah, it's not
what?
gonna. Oh, this is not the. This went from the intro sequence to now back to the transformation sequence because this is the
What?
first time we've seen this scene. What? That's like if a Marco Mermaids episode went from like starring person, and then just immediately went to like one of them jumping into the water, emerging, and the scene continues, and they still talk over the song as they swim away to the secret cavern or wherever it is they went to. It's been a long time. I'm sorry. I'm trying. I'm trying to remember. I remember more about it than I do about Totally Spies.
Oh yeah, not totally spice.
I'm heading to the bright neon light. No, please, Emily, I beg you, stay with me. We'll do CPR and keep you alive today.
Okay.
This is the last episode too.
To be honest, every time I see the dodo picture,
I love how Glinda just descends like this. Like, I'm here to be eye poison too.
but I keep thinking that Dodo. I mean, is it Toto? Right? Okay, the dog.
Yeah.
She looks like a freaking My Little Pony.
Interesting.
She looks like a freaking My Little Pony. I keep thinking, oh
There's a far worse problem with this Toto design though. It has 4 ears.
yeah. I'm like, oh yeah, that's Applejack. I'm like, wait, no, this is where it was. That's Toto.
Oh well, it appears Toto has 4 ears.
Oh no, Emily, I'm a Barbie girl.
Oh, I mean, is that what this song reminds you of? I guess. Although
I guess no. I guess the
I'm a partial to the Weird Al parody. I'm an ugly girl. My face makes you howl. You're so ugly, you disgust me. That's one of my favorites.
Oh god.
Oh god, oh my god. Right. Get your powers, girls.
Yo, Bon Magic.
Okay, so that was the intro, but we just saw the intro with like the same of the scene that we're about to see right now, right? Because that's where that goes. That sequence goes here. So it was added to the video. Okay, here's what I think happened. So every episode you get more and more footage. And so you're adding more. Same thing with Tales of Snake and North. I had like an action sequence that I added to the intro every time I had a new episode, right? Okay.
Right.
So yeah. Thing is, I did that with action sequences on purpose, so that if I did it with dialogue scenes or with extended like lengths of time, it would be very weird because not only do you because like in this case, the text is also on screen, but it also is like we haven't got there yet. That's why normally, like in intro sequences, they cut the footage a lot more. Okay. You get the idea. You get the idea. You've seen Mako Mermaids. You know what they do.
Yeah. I do.
The sun grew legs and called itself neat and left the sky. Meanwhile, Barbie decided to take on the role herself. And then the sun transformed in front of Gumball and Darwin. That's where you see like that meme of them looking at the sun and then they turn around, their eyes are on fire. Yeah, that's basically what happened.
Yeah, but imagine telling anybody we need to add my special hot chocolate to Secrets of the Plex somehow. Like, just a
Mm.
special cameo. I don't care how we do it, but I just want to see it there.
I know, apparently that's where exotic butters came from, so there's definitely room for like food products themselves or drinks of any kind to feature somewhere. So yeah. Which yeah, it's that I the reason I know about exotic butters is because sometimes when I comment on a live stream, that ends up becoming a thing. I remember the biggest example of that was the first time it ever happened before I had even heard of this thing was when I actually sent a super chat to Courtney Project SNT and it was read out on screen. And then after that, for the rest of the stream, okay, great. But for the rest of the stream, that was all that people would say in the chat. Like, it doesn't matter what was happening in the actual video. I completely forgot about it. I completely forgot what the stream was even about. All I remember is that I just remember it as the exotic butters stream. That's it. Hand unit slay. Okay.
Oh my god. Yes, I handmade that for a Halloween costume. I was Michael Afton after getting scooped for
I
Halloween.
see. Yeah, I think that was. I think we mentioned that before sometime. I remember that story. Oh,
For
and guess what?
treasure
We're gonna
paper,
we're gonna see
Sharpie,
them transform again
tape,
because we just saw that in the
cardboard
intro.
boxes.
Okay.
Ready, Isla?
And I guess you just say the intro for the TV show rather than your own one
Super
because
Pop, we can't be stopped.
yeah.
Wait, do you know who this random person is that just came in with a bunch of yellow and becoming a possessed doll?
I've completely forgot who this is. Although I do have to compliment one thing here. The glowing effect of the rings, because yes, they're lifting the speech from the TV show, but they're actually also recreating the visuals. Because that's how they transform. They go like super pops. We can't be stopped like that. The rings would glow. They would transform.
Huh.
Yeah. So there's some attempt here. I don't know how you did do that lighting effect in Gacha itself. But I'm sure there's a way that it's just missing.
I think that name is pronounced Isla.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, like Isles or something. Rather than Isla.
Isles
Yeah.
of the Lost?
If that helps, sure.
It's from
Oh,
the
yay.
second.
We get to see them transform again. Like we just did in the intro that you played foolishly before this scene.
No. God.
Again, normally when you have a transformation like this, like the camera pans across it rather than this, but I guess because if you don't know how to do keyframes, this is the best equivalent. Front effects, thank you. All right. I mean, I've already kind of rid myself into a corner there because I found my own way to do lights to do like wear lights in Alpha Academy, and that involves post production. So I kind of like, because it's kind of too late, but it's good to know anyway. I'm Treat Pop.
You don't need to say your name.
Has she transformed at all? Again, in transformation sequences, normally the characters change poses as something is being altered about them.
I mean, honestly, Wings Club did it better. Let's just say that.
I'm the sun. Oh no, oh no. Back away, Eli, before it's too late.
Oh no. Run. Run, Eli. Run. What is
This
what?
this feels a
What?
bit like a Mario Galaxy soundtrack.
No.
It
look.
is! It is! I recognize that! Da 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 da
Oh
da.
my god. You know what's funny? I was like,
da 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 da.
for my series, when I was looking into music, I keep finding like music and I keep thinking, oh, this sounds like it's from a video game, like Legend of Zelda or something, but it's not. It's just like it could just fit so well in the video games. It's so weird. Every time I'm like, huh. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
so
mean, I think it's because certain like video game soundtracks, particularly Nintendo ones, are harder to guess that don't get technical by copyrights easily, or they have more leeway because of how video
right.
games obviously have to license their music differently, so that when people play them, they don't get immediately claimed every time. I guess.
You know what's really funny is that BTS's song Butter, I guess it was coincidentally enough, their beat was really similar to an old uh arcade game or whatever, and the guy was like, huh, that's a coincidental thing. They were not even mad or anything about it. They were just like, oh yeah, that sounds like something from my video game that I made years back. Huh, interesting. I was just dying of laughter.
Hey, look, sometimes you gotta laugh about that because most of the time it is a coincidence when this stuff happens. Like there was this one, like I think it was like a Swedish author or someone who wrote a book that had the exact same plot as the movie Yesterday, and
Oh,
it's just one of those things that happens sometimes, honestly. And yeah, it's actually even happened where I'm like, huh, this thing looks very familiar, and it's like a thing that I did in the Mutant Girl like several years before. But basically, that's the equivalent of Simpsons did it. The Music Girl is so old by this point that it is the version of Simpsons did it, essentially. And that's what the Gacha version has, yeah. Anyway, and we are the Super Pops. I guess they don't have their own pop group name like most other pop series do. And
I
now
thought,
they're smiling in different forms because and so their lips have been altered. Great. They look
oh
instantly
god.
better. I mean, I still think that Izzy Pop in the corner there is using an eyeshadow that does not favor her, but oh well. I'm
Again,
no
this is
expert.
why I picked dull colors in the first place, because sometimes if you do too much bright color into your series, you are blinded by the lights.
I mean, I don't think there's anything wrong with like bright colors in general, but just
No, no,
not
no.
but obviously in moderation. That's the key.
Yeah, that's why you have like some characters, like let's say Anna, for example. She will sometimes wear, like in the first episode, she wore bright colored pajamas, but then change it to something more dull because I don't want all my characters wearing bright colors. I want them to have their own like colors they wear, and that looks natural to them, like clothes they wear preferably.
That's
So
fair. That is one of the things that Aiden constantly hounds me about because he's a big believer in having like different color schemes for each character, which I understand why. Like I get the principle for that. I'm not gonna say that's a bad idea. It's just that in my case, I've been known like over the years to have like different outfits of different colors for different characters, with whether they grow up or if they just happen to be a different day quite often.
right.
The reason I do that is because can you imagine owning like only one color in real life? Like only one color of outfit that you can't like possibly ever get anything else? Okay. Are you telling me that every single item in your wardrobe is that color?
Gray or black. Sometimes with like maybe something from anime or whatever, but mostly gray or black.
Okay, but see, even then, stuff from anime, you have different options. Anime is known for its like wackiness. So even then, that's something.
I mean, in my old live streams, I would wear something like this, just this, every live stream or video, just this.
I mean, fair enough. I do tend to wear like the same jackets and stuff. Not now because it's summer, but most of the time, partly because of I kind of started doing that with the Zane hoodie and then it just kind of like repeated.
I
But
choose white preferably. Well, my favorite color is black. That's why, and red. So,
that explains a lot.
I like dark.
Okay. Although actually, think about it this way. Yeah, your favorite color is your other favorite color is red. Do you own any red clothing?
I have a red jacket.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I have Knuckles socks. From Sonic the Hedgehog. So he has red in there.
Yes, socks the
uh,
same color as his fur. Okay, you know what? Whatever. I'm not gonna think about that. Sonic is weird.
um, I have a red Christmassy pajama shirt.
Yeah.
I have. That's pretty much it.
Okay. All right. Imagine if someone was like, "Yep, throw that in the garbage. You're not allowed to wear that anymore. Your brand is grey. That is all you're allowed from now on." That's basically why I don't do it, because I was like, they're gonna go through different phases and stuff. They can have a favorite color for sure, but they don't have to always wear it. Because like my favorite color is green. I'm not wearing green apart from Luigi. I'm not wearing green.
Reminds me of that Batman quote from the Lego movie. I only wear black and sometimes very, very dark gray.
Love the Lego movie. Fair enough. I remember enjoying it as well. Like I think no, I didn't see it in theaters. I saw the Lego Batman movie in theaters. I saw the Lego movie on a bus during a school trip.
I've seen
Wowzers.
both things.
Coolest transformation sequence ever. We've never seen something like this ever before. Not unlike the intro of this video. And can I say, it's I take it see bitty bruh. Is the bruh for bright?
Are
As
they
it should
trying
be.
to do itsy bitsy, like itsy bitsy spider?
I don't know. I have no idea. But then,
Itsy bitsy spider.
but then you wouldn't say bruh there, would you? I don't know. Oh, but you had to
Every
answer.
day is awesome.
Oh, okay. Vote's question about that. Yeah, there was a request to review the trailer for season 2. I mean, I can, sure. If it's makes you
You
all
know
happy,
what?
then yes.
You know what? Let's do it together. Let's do it together. Review the Secret Fun Season 2 together.
Fair enough. Maybe I should do that on your channel, honestly, because I haven't been on your channel yet.
Oh, yes! That would be like, guys, do you want to see Jacob better on my live stream or video?
Absolutely. I'm at 100% for that. Yeah. Why is she crying now? Because you don't say bruh? What is this? Okay, maybe a bit little. Because the transformation was so cool. But it was little, but it was cool. What does that have to do with anything? What are you talking about? Also, something can be both little and cool. Look at Peter Dinklage, for crying out loud. Anyway, now come on, let's wise no time. This
God.
people ask me like after like sometimes like what things that I miss doing like pre-recorded gacha reviews. One of the things that I miss is not being able to put "Let's wise no time" into one of those like philosophical quote fonts or something next to this character's face. The ghost of Emily haunts the chat. Makes sense. If that Emily went to bed, there's also that option.
Whoa,
Yeah. That was a correction for this text, but it doesn't last the entire time the text is on screen for. Anyway, drat, it leads us here. The beach, so boring. Shush, listen.
Okay, I do have one complaint about this.
Just one?
The two. Okay, well, just one complaint right now.
Yeah.
The girl in the yellow has yellow eyes. The girl in pink has pink eyes. But the girl in purple has brown eyes.
You know, I don't have my theorist hat here with me, but I think that might be because this is like that's one of like that's an OC of this of the creator's
Wait.
friend.
I,
What are you up to now? Oh, you've got a theorist hat. Okay. Sure. Okay. All right. Yeah. So theory is this is an OC designed by I think it was Tamsin's friends. That's the name of the creator, and that's why the design looks different because that seems to be a recurring thing with certain pop creators. Not looking at anyone in particular that might be in the chat right now. Also,
also,
hi,
hello,
Ghost Kitty,
Ghost
see there
Kitty.
too. Yeah, I see that too.
Welcome to the chat.
The girl is called Neat Pop. No, she is the sun. That is what we will know refer
Yeah,
to her
we
as.
call her
She
the
is.
sun. Get it right, Joss.
Can you girls hear that? I can hear like a whoa
Ooh.
thing, but I don't know if that's from like the actual music or if that's from the video itself.
I record chat.
Wait, I think it is from the I think it is from the soundtrack because it just faded right now. Well, the track ended, so it's not diegetic. Okay, get your powers, girls. You know, it's great that this character's already making everyone's eyes bleed. It's even better the fact that her power is literally just like a gigantic smear across the
Look,
screen.
listen, Jake in my series has red eyes, so when I made him cry, it looks like he was crying blood. I didn't mean for it to happen.
Yeah, that's one of the things that if you don't know how that preset works, it can catch you off guard.
I was like, oh dang, he looks like he's crying blood. You know what? Let's just leave it in and see what happens then.
Mm. Yeah, I am at least grateful, however, Ghost Kitty, there are more characters now. This is the record of characters we've ever had on screen at one point in this entire series. Oh, and look at that, we are fighting already. How marvelous is that? Were the Ruby Slippers evil Trust Pop, which is your actual name from the series that we've already been watching? I don't know. Ask your subscribers for. Oh, so that's what the comment was about. Oh, it all makes sense now. Okay.
We're supposed to fix. What? Is this?
Hold on.
Is this user trying to do this whole thing where like, oh, if people decide who's gonna take the red slippers, that's gonna be the person who stole the red slippers?
The thing is, there aren't that many candidates. So maybe the idea was, oh, you know, come up with a character from a franchise or something, or name like one of the bunglers from the original Super Pop series or something, and then that's who I'll include the next episode, rather than like who is your suspicion based on the multitude of characters we've seen on screen already as to who it might be. The problem is no one actually commented. The comment was liked once. Oh wait, hold on, it was liked and hearted. So that means that it was liked and hearted by the actual creator. So yeah, this got 0 engagement. Nice try.
Yeah, that's like a really poor way to do it. Like, oh,
It's also like very vague because the comment itself just says who stole Ruby Slippers. Comment down below who took them. Like that kind of implies you're supposed to like, you know,
that's why I was
like
thinking that maybe they did this for to say, okay, you guys pick the character who took the ruby slippers, or what happened to the ruby slippers, and that's gonna be the plot.
mm,
That's my feeling. If they're saying, oh, who took the ruby slippers? Comment down below who took the ruby slippers. That's why I had that thought process of maybe they're trying to get them engaged with their viewers, but
yeah. Going back to the progenitor of the franchise of Pops, that Eli, who's in the chat right now, uh, one thing that she did was started saying, "Oh, comment down below some ideas for stuff in the future," which then Johnny also end up doing afterwards. So there's a, and then he mentions at the beginning of like each Disco Pops episode, "Oh, this idea came from blah blah blah," and that's an interesting way of actually doing things. Because again, it does incentivize the audience to be more interactive, but it also says, okay, this is up to your ideas, not have you paid attention enough in this series in order to identify what I thought of. That it was phrased weirdly, which is why I think it kind of like it didn't get engagement. I'm
Yeah.
guessing. Also,
I
apparently,
mean,
speaking of the wider franchise, um, I forgot Adventures of Neat Pop is in fact a thing. This is true. Um, and if
I,
so, what have they done to her? That is a very good question because I don't remember Neepop looking like this at all. So, oh, was Johnny who came with that idea? Okay, fair enough. Well, yeah, still
yeah.
a good idea regardless.
I mean, it's a good idea. Like, I mean, I did it once where I said, "Oh, do you want to see me play Sun Frontiers? Make characters from Secret Plex into Sim characters, which got the most vote, or Phasmophobia, and to like engage people." And then I also do Q&As from time to time, which there should be another Q&A coming up soon. I think I don't know, trying to decide on
Yeah,
that. And so I usually try to engage fans. And actually, during like when I did try not to laugh challenge for the memes thing, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna see which because there was a meme that was from the Dream SMP, and I said, you know, I'll just see what Dream SMP character am I, and apparently I got Rambo,
well,
but
that definitely helps Secrets of the Plex, doesn't it?
but like part of us are like, no, you gave us Tobo vibes. You're totally a Tobo. So I'm like, well, which one am I, Rambo or Tobo? Because the quiz is I'm Rambo, but part of us are saying, no, you're Tobo.
I mean, I mean, this is all a case of me go like, yeah, these sure words being spoken right now. But considering that you're saying Tobo rather than Tubbo, I think
Tobo,
you're Ranbu. Like, if you
Tobo.
can't say his name, I feel like that's a clear sign. Okay, from Adventures of Neat Pot, from what I vaguely remember, because I'm pretty sure I've reviewed some of that already. I don't remember anything about the show, but I don't remember being blinded by it. So that must be a thing for
When I'm
this
blinded
for
by the lights.
yes.
I know I already made that joke once, but it's stuck in my head now, so.
Hmm. My subscribers. Okay, that nice. They all looked straight at the camera. On one hand, you're all scary. Please don't stare at me. But on the other hand, okay, I appreciate the idea. Like,
I'm just gonna go with.
and then Chandelier plays. I'm not gonna do that.
I gotta sweep from the chandelier.
From the Chandelier. That's an interesting place to focus. I was going to find it even worse to try and do.
I'm swinging from the invisible chandelier, guys. Now you only see my hand.
I'm gonna swing from the. Where is it? Where did it go? I can't see it.
I mean, there is a funny meme where Zelda was doing some like princess's work, and she hears the audio of the song, and she
Mhm.
goes to open the door, and you just see Lee swing from the chandelier and dancing. And Zelda's just like, "Oh dear lord,"
Mm.
it's so funny. I just love it.
I tell you what, I did actually. That's so it's kind of accurate because I remember the one time I did actually sing Chandelier and I actually made someone fall. Like the original. Yeah, my friend Anthony, the original voice of Julius, at one point, Caroline and myself were in a call, and I said offhand, it's like, I did do, the Chandelier song at one point, and so I did, I sang it, and then like apparently, apparently what happened was he like fell down. He had his webcam off, unfortunately, but oh well. Okay. Okay, so pros and cons. Okay.
Uh, mm,
Pros, there are more characters
uh,
on screen right now. There's an evolution from previously. You're not limiting yourself. Um and also that front effect that I should have thought to do 2 years ago with Average Academy and did not. Uh Cons, why do we stay in Oz only to immediately leave Oz?
yeah.
Yeah.
Mine cons are you ruined my favorite theme song from a really awesome show. How dare you use one of the best, and I don't care. It's one of the best theme songs for shows. I don't care. It's my favorite. Okay, dial
Mhm.
listening to it. It's just amazing. How dare you use that song for your intro and the grammar.
It doesn't even fit. It doesn't even fit because the lyrics are "I just want to be swimming in the sea," and then
I just want
they went to the beach and they said, "Oh no, it brought us here.
to.
It's so boring." Like they don't want to be swimming in the sea apparently. And also, it is no longer just you and me forever and ever because there's more characters now.
Right. And so like if you wanted to use it for like it for your series or whatever, then do something like ocean theme or mermaid theme. Like maybe do
Yeah.
an episode where they're mermaids and they have to use their new mermaid powers to defeat the bad guys or whatever because they're doing something to the ocean or whatever. That could work, but yeah. And also my call. You also make characters have the same color eyes as their outfits, except for one. Okay, I know this is okay. Like I know someone probably already made that character. You want to keep it the same the way it is, but honestly, it just feels so off. It makes my brain malfunction. It makes my
Speaking
brain
of
malfunction because I wanted to
speaking of
fix
eye
it.
colors, apparently Treat's eye color changed during the last scene, so that might not be matching anymore. Let me just see.
Hey,
What's the last scene look like? All the way back here. Oh my! Oh god, yeah, you're right. That has changed. To go back a little further.
what?
Oh wait, no, they're okay. These are blues. I think they're pink for like a split second or something, maybe.
It was pink right towards the end. What?
I don't know anymore.
Pink? Your freaking eye color! Pink color! Do you want her to keep blue when she transforms or make it pink when she transforms? I'm sorry. Why?
Okay. They left Oz probably to move the plot along. Then do that last episode, not this one. I spent multiple episodes there. Okay, don't sequel bait for the. Okay, anyway. Mermaids have done it for a bit in fan made, person like 2 or 3 times. Okay, yes, I think this is more a case of like mermaids themselves being the focus, not like the pops transforming into mermaids, which even Totally TV did that a couple of times. I remember that from watching the show, even if I've forgotten Crystal Pop's actual name for some reason. Uh, so I think it's more of a case of like, yeah, if you want to have that. I mean, if anything, if anything, they don't even have to be members. They could be like, I don't know, some sort of like just any aquatic creature, quite honestly. That would have been fine. Camilla, thank you. Yeah, so like I was saying before, it's like, hello, Camilla. Your destiny's become a super pop. Your letter of admission to Babewood Academy. You have no say in the matter. Ta-ta now. Get on
Yeah,
the plane.
yeah. I mean, like I said with the mermaid plot, I understand if it has done a lot of times, but again, if you're going to use a theme from a mermaid show, we're expecting a mermaid theme episode.
At
I
least
don't.
something. I can't remember if it was like if that's a brand new theme song for this intro. Then again, the intro seems to be adding from every episode. Which, by the way, it runs into the same problem that early Fallen Angels ran into, because it has like mostly dialogue scenes because the action is so short in this.
I
Uh,
kind of did
yeah,
notice that in the intro.
yeah.
Where
I mean,
there's
a lot of Pop's series have that problem. Honestly, even the official Pop series has that problem sometimes in certain episodes of there being like little to no action involved whatsoever, even for a show for babies. So, and the problem, of course, is that because this episode, it's like everything is dark related. So you can see in like the original Fallen Angels episodes that a lot of like every single scene that Aiden takes from other stuff, it's just everyone's mouth is moving. On the top of that, there's like no way to really counter that because he used to really not get the idea of like having scenes breathe and having like stuff where people aren't speaking and having that counters that still counts as something occurring. It took a while for them to get to notice that. That's actually part of my reviews that I mentioned. Um, but so yeah, so there's not a case anymore. But here it's even worse because it's text based, which means that you can see the text on the screen, which confused me even this time as to like whether or not we were carrying on with the video while the intro was still playing. Oh god. Anyway, yeah. I must not be seen. Be seen. Oh no, I almost got discovered. There's I better
a
retreat for a while and lay low before I can transform back.
conversation.
I just want to be like at the same time.
My first movie episode is very weird and confusing. I believe I didn't really make the script for that. My friend did, and that's in season 3 of Jazz Pops. Huh.
Okay, I haven't got that far yet, but I look forward to it, I guess. All right, good to know there was at least a script, even if I guess you didn't make too many edits to it. That's the thing. Like as a director, you're allowed to change the script. No one tells
Yeah.
Shorty that for
I
Mob
mean,
Slayer.
Junior is writing the Ponies movie script for me, but I'm probably gonna change some things to make it fit. So
Oh dang it! It just I was gonna be like, I would have if we got someone else to write a script for you.
you
I
know,
would have loved to have had my hat in the ring, just
no, no,
satirize
no.
the entire thing.
You know, if you want, Junior can send me the script, and I can send the script to you, and you can make edits if you want.
I
If you
mean,
want to part.
actually, yeah, no, actually, no, because they'll be less fun when I review it. So I think I'll
Yeah,
just
true.
yeah,
True.
give myself a surprise. Okay, L pop randomly appears in the air. Oh right, this is talking about like the mermaid stuff. Okay, all right, let's all right, let's wise no more time and get on with episode 5. Girls, I'm so annoyed with evil Trust Pop because she hasn't got the ruby slippers. I'm so annoyed with someone because I lost an item that I immediately acquired, and I'm annoyed at someone else for not having that item. What?
I
That... How?
what? I did that
Okay.
once, and then a friend got mad that I changed it. Well, no what? It's your series. Is you're just asking help on the script, so you like if they're mad at you, then so
That
what?
was there was only one. I specifically reduced the number of episodes because well I knew that we were going to have a lot to say about this one, but also good grief, didn't want to be here for too long. All right. I mean, who knows what she's going to do with them? You just said she doesn't have them. So why would you think she's going to do something with them if she doesn't have them? Hello, think McFly. I don't. I,
You did not
should,
just.
hello, hello, anybody home? So, KW, are you a fan of Back to the Future?
I am a huge fan. I will watch it so many times and still love it. Don't care if people hate it or anything like that. I will say it's the best thing in the world that has ever been created.
I've never heard of anyone hating it before.
Well, I don't know. I mean, people don't really like sequels, I guess. So that's why I said like I love all three.
Oh right, yeah.
So like
Look, they're all look, they're all silly and ridiculous and unrealistic. That's the point. That's the fun of it.
exactly. That's what I love it so much. I just love it. Like I love the Doc so much. Like he's a great character.
I mean, yes, he certainly is. I think it might be my favorite too, honestly. Probably. Yeah.
And McFly is also kind of like those two together every time in the scene. I just die of laughter. It's just because it's just like
Hmm.
so funny.
You should play the Telltale games on your channel.
Maybe if I can find them.
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah, the whole thing with Telltale games happened.
Yeah.
Oh well. Anyway, food for thought.
Yeah. Like
I
one of
mean,
my favorite limmer had a hard time finding the Jurassic Park games, I think. Like they had to go find like a key or something to get it.
yeah, there was an issue a while ago with Minecraft Story Mode because that was done by Telltale Games, and that's now no longer accessible unless you already have it installed.
I have it on the Xbox One. Both versions.
Your Xbox is more valuable now. Oh my goodness.
I also have the first game on Xbox 360.
I'll be perfectly honest. Like I know I was joking about the whole more value thing. It probably is. It probably has more value. Honestly, I'm not even kidding. Right. I mean, who knows what she's going to do with them? Apart from aside from nothing because she doesn't have them. And also, she said before, like the subscriber's supposed to guess who took the slippers. So if it's this cut and dry, they wouldn't have even asked the question because there was no answer.
Bond, do you need my special hot chocolate right now? Do you need it? I feel like you need something to calm you down.
I guess, yeah. Yeah, bottoms up. Emmett, no! All right. Thank you, by the way, for deciding to review the trailer. I know you don't like trailers. I'll try to disappoint. But director KW, you might have to put. Okay, well, I'll read the rest of it when it comes up.
Yeah.
Yeah. What if she destroyed them or destroyed us with them? What's she gonna do? Throw them at you? I mean, I'm pretty sure the power of the slippers ended up being, waking up from the dream and going back home. Wasn't that it? Like, what else did she use the slippers for in the Wizard of Oz? Like, I don't know. Actually, there were like 14 books. I'm sure they had other uses at some other point. Um. Okay. Oh, this is the next episode yet to review to the top of the list to keep me updated. I mean, yeah, that's another thing. I was like,
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know when the trailer's coming out, but
Yeah,
definitely.
actually, you probably should watch episodes 3 and 4 together since episode 3 is like about like 3 minutes long. Even though like the whole video is 9 minutes long, just because of the extras. I don't know if you want to watch the extras or not, but if you're just wanting one of the episodes, then episode 3 and 4 together.
Okay, fine. I'll probably do that on Friday. I want to take a break tomorrow from streaming to because I need to be up earlier. I've got a driving lesson as well, so I don't want to be like tired during that.
Right.
So yeah, and so in that case, yeah, Friday definitely. It would
Yeah.
be ideal coming out in less than a month. Okay, all right then.
Nice.
Just what becomes
Piggy.
Clara from the Nutcracker in the mouse scene. In the mouse, okay.
I guess when the mouses, I mean not mouses, a mice appears in the Nutcracker.
Oh, also got a recommendation for you.
Um, I don't know, to be honest, because I know like Telltale Games make games are like not family friendly, like Walking Dead and Batman and such. So I have to be careful what games I play on my channel. So like actually one time I thought maybe I would play Skyrim on my channel, but decided not to just because it has a lot of mature content in it. So that's the thing. So like I know like games have made some games that are dark, and so I don't want it to be, mature. So
You could
I
probably
played.
look up like the ratings of them beforehand.
Yeah, probably I will. So yeah, so Phasmophobia, the reason why I played that because it's a jump scare ghost game. Like there's nothing really super dark or anything like that. I mean, it is a dark game and
I mean, and
scary and
this is the
jump
person
scare.
who says that she hates horror.
And then I play FNAF, so yeah.
Yeah. So again, I'm not sure how do you hate horror? There's so many examples of acceptance.
I
I feel like you're in denial. I feel like you're being like a tsundere to horror or something. It's like I
I'm
hate horror so
into.
much, but I keep coming back to it, not because I enjoy it or anything.
It's more like back where I enjoy horror that has balance. So like for example, like The Conjuring for me is just too much horror for me. While I like it where it has horror but also comedy in it. So I like to have where scary movies but has a balance where it's not always like scary upon scary upon scary upon
Yeah,
scary.
that makes sense.
And
Yeah.
so
Although in that vein, actually, you probably would have liked Slaughter Apocalypse. Actually, wait, no, no one likes Slaughter Apocalypse.
no.
Yeah,
Fair
okay.
enough.
You probably like okay, Slaughter Apocalypse itself, like it did have a lot of comedy balanced out with the in fact, it was more of a comedy than it was a horror in the end, which was part of the issue that we said in the review because the tone was all over the place. But still at least the biggest like horror thing that happened was right at the beginning, and also some of the gory fights. That was it.
Yeah. Do you plan to live stream Ruin Let's Play? Yes, I am planning. I actually am planning. Once I get my new schedule for live streamings, fixing everything for next week, because I have a new schedule, I am planning to replay Security Breach. I'm just going for the easiest ending. I'm not going for like the whole like it all endings or anything like that. I'm gonna plan to replay Security Breach to refresh my mind, and then I also planning the next week to play Song Frontiers. I've been dying to beat that game, so yeah, so those are the next like gameplays of my live streams where I'm gonna play those two games. So there's that.
Alrighty. Oh, sorry. I'll use something powerful so her and her be much more powerful. I thought it was like be like her and her guards or her and her subordinates or her and her associates. No, her and her be much more powerful than us.
But I just said yes, I am planning to play the Ruin DLC. I just wanted to play Security Breach again. I said yes, I will play real. God. Hopefully, hopefully it doesn't come out when I'm on break because I'm gonna be away for 3 days in July.
Oh well, that's fine. I mean, yeah, as far as the hype goes, you probably want to be there towards the beginning. I keep telling BB about this. She never listens. It's like when a new game comes out, you want to play it. Strike while the iron is hot. Don't spend ages before releasing the first episode, because then you've missed the hype train.
Yeah.
Every time. Getting the Dark Revival, same thing.
Yeah. Like I saw the trailer for the FNAF movie came out an hour ago when I was like eating dinner or something. I'm like, no. And I'm like, and I like messaged her like, Joey, can you please react to the FNAF trailer with me? It just came out. He's like, sure, why not? And we just
Wait,
really.
wait, is Junior's phone recovered? Is Junior's phone fixed?
He's on Xbox right now.
Why did he do it with Fallen Angels? If he had that option the whole time, why did he only just now do that?
Because he thought he didn't have a headset, so he was like, I'm gonna save up money for a headset. And then he found one for $7 or found somewhere in his room, and so he's like,
Okay.
I
All
don't
right.
know. I don't know either. And also, he was trying to make a new account because I guess he doesn't like his own account. I don't know. It's like this whole thing.
I don't know if it's a case of him streaming through Xbox as much as it is being able to talk to KW via the headset connected to the Xbox and see see the Fallen Angels episodes that way at the same time. That is
Yeah,
it's more of that.
I'm gonna test it probably tonight if he comes on tonight. So say so. There might be
Oh,
like a
nice.
reaction where he reacts to the episode he missed and the mini movie he misses. I reacted to those already, so
Yeah. All right then.
yeah.
Okay. Okay, I want to be thinking about it now. I want to go home. So I'm noticing a trend with these episodes. It seems to be that it just to be like the episode ends, and then the next part, the next episode is like the finishing point from the previous one. Like not everything is like it's sort of like some like reflection or something like that, and then we go into the next plot. Like right, I guess. I mean, you know, if someone were watching this, you know, on TV or something, that'd be kind of an interesting idea because that means you have to rely on like previously on blah blah blah. Um, However, this is on a playlist on someone's channel in order. We don't need that, and also the episode's like 6 minutes long. It's fine. We can remember. I forgot they did that. And here we are again. All right, I'm just gonna just gonna mute this for now and then try and find a place in the head. Yeah.
What? Wait, what?
Oh, is this still going? Okay, this is actually new. Okay, let me just go back. It's hard to tell. Okay. I want to be away from here. I take it back. I got a super chat. I'm motivated again. Thanks,
I
Kirsty.
got see.
That was amazing timing. That was the best timing ever.
It's like that their whole third scene again. No.
Oh no! And Ghosty immediately regrets super chatting this. My eyes. That's what everyone has said about this. You're
Any
not
of
alone.
y'all ever seen the ominous M trend? The song stuck in my head makes me want to
I have
DM
no idea.
that song. I want DM me that song. I want to hear that song now. Give me it. I want to hear it.
Okay.
Stick to the trailer.
Okay. Let's
I go see.
You didn't even stay around for the story. You don't know if this is like we don't know if this is good or not yet. He's just like I took one look at the character. Yeah, please, Tamsin, if you're watching this, please fix the characters. Do the lip thing that I said before. Way easier. We don't need to have them all look like they're Miranda Sings on steroids.
Choose your weapons, everyone.
You know, I feel like there's a very clear difference between some of those. Almost like they're just not from the same set remotely.
Well, honestly, I feel like I'm much more powerful with this.
Mm-hmm. Definitely seems like it. Something isn't right. Yeah, you can say that again. I feel like are connected. I feel like I feel like am confused personally. Bowser's music. Yep. Okay. More Mario stuff.
Super Mario Brothers.
Yes, KW. Thank you. Well done. That is what Mario does. Okay, moving swiftly onward. I mean, I don't think we... Bowser's like, it's time. You are now being kidnapped. Oh God, no! I'm at the wrong house. Okay. My eyes. Kamek, get us out of here. Steer the ship. I'm leaving. This is a peach.
Peaches, 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 peaches.
Peaches, peaches, peaches. Never mind.
No one. Uh, I got a recommendation for that song because someone made a parody of it for Five Nights at Freddy's, and
Did you say parody?
yes, it's a parody.
Where can I find this parody?
I can DM it to you if you want, like right now.
Please do, yes. Oh, you just escaped it? Okay. I mean, whenever I hear like that's a particular like this Bowser music, it reminds me of the opening of Super Mario 63. Because obviously, that's. I mean, you lot probably don't know that, but yeah, because you're new to the channel. But that game is like the origins of this entire channel, essentially, apart from like one school project that came before it, and also one of my first ever voice acting audition. Anyway, our friends.
My friends.
Oh, okay. Guess who's evil now? Who's
All right.
evil trust pop? Tamsin has been awfully quiet lately. Would you mind and check on her? Would you mind going and checking on her, possibly? Was that what you meant to say? Even Bowser Jr. spells better than this.
Alright, just send you the parody. Just let you know.
Okay. Peaches, but it's FNAF. Okay. Wait, this looks like a cover more than a parody. Is this like got different words or something?
It's literally a parody. It's literally a parody.
Okay, alright then. Okay, fine. Check on who? Because Dark Tamsin. Oh, it's the dark blue mark from Winx Club. Or she may be okay. Tamsin, you know it's not Halloween yet. Yeah, speak for yourself, Walking Pumpkin. As you know, it's your favorite time of the year, but are you too early? You are indeed. Again, Walking Pumpkin. Yeah, girl, could you please take off that costume? Neither of you are in any position to insult someone else's fashion sense ever in your entire
Yeah, she probably
lives.
wants to be an emo girl, even though that's not really her. You never know. Maybe she decided to go emo.
From what I've heard, people tend to tend to go emo very quickly and also come out of it just as quickly. Although I could be wrong there. What was that? Why?
I don't.
What? Was that in defense of emos?
I guess yes. Yes,
Did
it is.
did I insult a former emo by accident? I mean, I've seen your hair, but it doesn't go over your face, so it doesn't count.
No, I honestly do. Actually, eventually, I may plan eventually to dye my hair soon, just so you know.
That's not what qualifies as emo hair. Emo hair's got to be like right, like it covers your face, like to the point where you can't see. Yeah.
No, I hate long hair. I'm so glad I cut my hair.
Yeah, fair enough.
It's so easier.
I forgot how that song goes. I can't sing it. My bad. All right. Bye. Oh.
They
Wow.
just left their shoes.
What great friends they are. You come out, you laugh at your clothes, then they teleport away without you until you get changed. What a nice message of conformity. I don't want to conform, Mom and Dad. This is me now. Cha. Right. How could it be possible? Who could have possibly made her evil? Wait. How do you...
What?
Wait, was that all a ruse? Did you know that... that she was evil, but he just pretended not to?
No.
Okay. Also, Series Channel, are you saying that there is something to say about KW and emo? I
I
feel like
think.
KW is hiding a secret emo past or something.
No, I think Vaughn said, "Go see. Do you have a bag for
Oh,
series?" And
okay.
so series was
Oh,
like,
right,
"I
I see.
haven't done anything."
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, fine. I guess I'll believe that for now. I will say there was a whole 5 years of content deleted from the KW YouTube channel, so you never know.
Like, I had so much copyrighted music. What did you expect?
I have a bajillion parodies. I'd delete my content. I arguably should have done, but that depends. How could it be possible? Okay. I looked
At
on
least
her.
I saved ponies. I saved ponies since 2020.
I looked on her community. Yeah, that's not saying much. You started your channel in 2013. You saved a series from 7 years after you began. That's not like that's not the bulk of the history. In fact, you have videos dating back to 2018 that are still up. I looked on our community tab yesterday about elements. What if evil Trustbot place a spell so we don't get elemental powers? First of all, if you're gonna, I mean, the community tab idea, okay, fine, interesting, because that trying people to like look at that in the future, I suppose. But why do you suddenly care about elemental powers? You have not
What?
once used elemental powers the entire time this has been going on for, and also not having access to elemental powers does not equal becoming Dark Bloom. In fact, you know what? Actually, Dark Bloom still kept Dragon's Flame, literal fire and element, while in that form. So that even then it doesn't work. Right, it makes so much more sense now. No, it doesn't. It makes even less sense. Why'd you bring up elements? What is this?
Okay, why
Imagine
did she still keep the yellow lipsticks? I'm so confused on that. Like, I just realized that like she keeps her yellow lipsticks from as this and her transform pop thing. I don't know
it
what
does.
they're supposed to be called.
It is a bit of a giveaway, granted. Okay,
Right?
let's transform. Speaking of pop forms, here we go.
Oh no. Don't you dare!
Any moment now.
Don't you dare transform!
I'd have my wand with me. I have to get monetized, I have to actually mark certain videos based on like their ad suitability. One of the things, like, they have a whole section just dedicated to weapons in general. I'm gonna have to go there and be like, well, there was a weapon that was produced in this stream. Ah. To be fair, I mentioned steroids earlier, and there is like a reference to drugs at one point, so I'm just as guilty. Let's go. I almost said let's go automatically. There's so much Mario stuff. Anyway. Oh, not so fast. Don't go and find me. Instead, you face me. Why? Okay.
Whoa!
Okay, hold on a second. Just one, two,
One,
three,
two,
four, five,
three.
6, 7,
And
9 characters. You almost filled up the gacha space to capacity. Well done. Uh, can you tell which one's the real me? Just blast them all. It doesn't really matter. Looks like a sleep-deprived crazy cat. Yeah, that's fair. Well, hello
what?
there, Kawaii-chan. I'm not Kawaii-chan. I don't have time for your silly games, Kawaii-chan. I'm going to leave my cats here with you, like we promised.
Kawaii-chan loves cats, and so she will take care of cats with special milk and cookies.
Kawaii-chan wasn't there in this scene. That was the point. It was Caitlin who answered the door. Kawaii-chan had the morning shift, which is why Caitlin and Effa were stuck with those cats in the first place. And Effa turned to Sprinkles at one time.
Sprinkles.
Yeah, that was the episode in question because Kawaii-chan agreed to take care of the crazy cat lady's cats, and then it turns out, yeah, because they all escaped, so Aphmau had to look for them with
You
Caitlin.
might be
They wanted to
one
do them.
love. Sprinkles.
Sprinkle, 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 sprinkle. That's gotta be the Garth parody now. That's what I gotta do for Garth.
Please, someone do it, please, please, please.
Oh, perfect. Okay, I've missed the hype train, but who cares? Issy Pop, what are we gonna do? We can take them all. We can take all. What are we going to do? We can take all. Yeah, I know. Parody Pops. Okay, I've had my hard drive issues for this week, but now that I've not worried about watch hours anymore and stuff, like I can get back to like conceiving parody pops. I have ideas for it, don't worry.
Parody, 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 parody.
No, that doesn't work. No. Like you can't it's like that's one that I know that I'm notorious for adding more syllables into songs than is strictly necessary, but even that's a step too far for me. Which, yes, I got into some hot water about that recently. If anyone watching this right now, for the re-recordings of Wings from Fallen Angels, where it was revealed to me yet again that my obsession with cramming syllables into certain lines that for songs sung by other people has come back to haunt me again, or rather, more accurately, haunt them. Anyway, how many Dark Treat Pops are there? Also, we're going to have to ask the Dark Treat Pops some questions. That is all answer the questions at the same time. But we'll get to that next episode. Okay, the comment for this one, I think, was... Where is it? Okay, here it is. So it's comment down below for questions for Issy Pop to ask the Dark Treat Pop clones. Oh, that was actually a really good one. It's got 2 likes and no one commented on it. So someone liked the comment but didn't contribute to it. Wow. Okay, that was that's disappointing. Yeah, fans of Treat Pop, step up your game. That's what I'll say. Okay, right. Well, pros and cons for this one.
I guess my pro is that there's multiple characters in a sense. Like I mean, of course, it's the same character, but they fill up the space by, you know, multiplying the character.
Yeah,
I guess so.
it's confirmed for me that the issue with having the more characters it's not because of anything to do with like processing or storage or anything like that. It's just because Treat Pop was clearly too lazy to design more people for this series because obviously you can fill it up to almost capacity if it's the same design repeated multiple times. So I I feel like the issue is less of a technical side and more like whatever. They can exist in a world where they say they solve crime, but no one else lives in the world, so how can they commit crimes? I don't know. Something along those lines.
Yeah, for me also, my con is that it feels like the plot is like everywhere. It's like I'm getting so confused on like what's happening because first we were in Wizard of Oz, now we're not in Wizard of Oz. We're looking for red slippers, and now we're not looking for web slippers because the person who was looking for the red slippers is now evil somehow, and so now they're going to try to figure out how to stop her from being evil. So that is just really confusing. So that's my con. It's like it feels like it's everywhere at once, you know. So I feel like it should have been cleaner, neater. So like if they want to do like Wizard of Oz scene, but then also do other stuff, I get. But I feel like you should finish the plot that you started before doing something else. That's
Yeah,
like kind of my advice.
or don't cut it off too short. Because again, I feel like this is like the formula where it's not necessarily like it's cutting off short like I thought it might have been. I think it is just a case of this is how we're going to segue into the next episode. And so I guess like everything seems to happen in real time here, except until the intro happens weirdly, because then the intro, some indeterminate passage of time happens after that, because it seems like by stealing elemental magic, Tamsin becomes the evil treat pop out of literally nowhere because, yeah, like
Why?
when there was no hypnosis that happened before, or was that part of how the ruby slippers worked when they're away from their user? Like, I don't know, something like that. So clearly,
Maybe I don't know. Like
my point is that's where the time passed, and we don't quite know. It was always after the intro, so clearly it's not like a Twilight situation where everything's like written to take place like in real time for the most part. It's just it happens this way. Yeah.
I yeah, it just feel like like we got into this whole virtual reality thing, and then now we're not anymore. Like I that was just really confusing to me, and so I just feel like it should have done all of it, or like it's just really it feels like this series is all over the place. They want to do so many ideas and they don't know how to do it, so they try to cut things short and move on in time and everything like that. So if you want to pass time, you can't totally do that, but you got to do it right. You have to say, yeah, time has passed, and something happened during this time passed. Like,
I mean, even I mean, yeah, and that's the thing. Like sometimes, as with the passive time, it becomes clear that that's just the method of it. But if something major does occur during the time pass, that's when you got to justify it. That's the difference. And in this case, we don't know how she ended up becoming dark treat pop, whatever, dark bloom. But I don't know how she became dark bloom.
dark.
So yeah, once again, it feels like it's interesting because like opening up the story to the fans is okay, but I feel like the issue here is having a backup plan and not just winging it every single time. Particularly, again, always my advice for one, always write a script. Otherwise, stuff like this happens.
Or if you're a person like me who has trouble writing scripts, um, just do something like where okay, what do you want to happen in your plot of an episode? If you're doing an episode, write like what's your main plot, what scenes you want to add, how everything connects and everything like that, so that way you're not writing a full on script, you're just planning things out and putting things in order and everything, because that's what I did. I figure out, okay, this is what I want in the episode, how this episode connects to the other episodes, you know, sort of that kind of deal, and then with the dialogue, I just thought of like, okay, this is what they're talking about, so let's, you know, it's kind of improv, but it's almost same time it's like, well, technically they're talking about this topic in general, so it's not 100% improv. It's just, you know, I don't know.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's my advice if you have a hard time writing a script, because
Yeah,
I have a hard time writing a script.
bullet points, an outline, anything. Yeah,
Like anything to help you plan out your series.
absolutely. So I think that that's that for now. Hope that was to the satisfaction of Treat Pop once again. And I guess one thing we can say as well that this has a little bit of more of a cliffhanger because that didn't happen last time. Maybe bit by bit, the series seems to be gaining a little bit of structure. I say as I look forward, and it turns out episodes 9 and 10 are True Pop turning into Wednesday. So I feel like that might be a bit premature, but I guess we'll find out some other time. So for now, of course, I shall say please leave a like or dislike because your opinion matters. I just want to be swimming in the sea, just forever and ever. You know what I mean, right? So I'm gonna do that. So yeah. Until that note, until next time,